Fallout 4 hits 10 years in 2025, which is wild because the game still feels like it came out only yesterday and also 1,000 years ago. You load in, you see the destroyed houses, the dog runs up, and the game basically says, "Welcome back to your post-apocalyptic chores." From that point on, you get reminded of why Fallout 4 became so iconic and also why some people swear at it like a broken toaster. Let's start with the positives, because Fallout 4 in 2025 does come with some upgrades and quality of life improvements thanks to the recent updates. First thing you notice is the performance. On PS5 and Xbox Series, the game finally runs at a smooth 60 FPS without needing mods, prayers, or a lucky moon cycle. You get fresh performance and quality modes, cleaner stability, and a surprisingly more consistent frame rate compared to the old versions. Even if the graphics don't suddenly leap into next-gen magic, the smoother motion alone makes exploring the wasteland feel much better. You also get broader screen support on PC, including ultra-wide and super ultra-wide, which is great if you want to see more wasteland than you ever asked for. Some quest bugs and stability issues got cleaned up too. Nothing revolutionary, but it trims some of that classic Bethesda energy where characters suddenly spin, float, or forget how to walk. The gameplay still hits that sweet spot between RPG and shooter. The gunplay is punchy, and VATS is still one of the most satisfying systems in any action RPG. The map is full of activities. You can wander into a random building and suddenly start a 3-hour side adventure you never planned for. You also get the massive settlement building system, which turns the game into a part-time engineering job if you decide to take it seriously. For some players, this is the best feature ever. For others, it feels like unpaid work from a boss called Preston. Then there's the modding scene. Even in 2025, Fallout 4 remains one of the strongest mod-supported games in the world. You can overhaul graphics, add weapons, improve AI, add new quests, change weather, rebuild gameplay systems, you name it. If there is something you don't like about Fallout 4, chances are a mod exists that fixes it. The game basically has unlimited replayability as long as you like experimenting. Now, let's talk about the negatives, because Fallout 4 still brings some baggage into its 10th year. First, the much advertised next-gen upgrade didn't arrive in perfect condition. It launched with broken settings, weird performance issues, and confusion about what modes were actually doing. Later patches fixed a lot of this, but the whole thing still feels less like a next-gen upgrade and more like a fine, here is your 60 FPS update. Visually, Fallout 4 still looks like a 2015 game. The lighting is better in some spots, but textures, character faces, and environmental details haven't aged gracefully. If you expect a modern visual overhaul, the base game won't give you that feeling. The modding community can fix this, but the official upgrade alone doesn't push the game into new territory. Then comes mod breaking. Each update tends to destroy half the mod list for days or weeks. If you are a heavy mod user, every patch feels like a surprise exam you didn't study for. You launch the game and suddenly everything is broken. The UI is exploding and your character might be missing pants. The story and dialogue system also remain controversial. The voice protagonist limits roleplay choices, and dialogue options still rely on short paraphrases that sometimes mean something completely different from what you expect. If you come from older Fallout games, this system still feels like a step down. The main story gets the job done, but it rarely hits the emotional depth or the player freedom some fans want. Despite these issues, the game's charm still holds up. The exploration loop is addictive, the combat feels solid, and the world has a style that no other RPG truly copies. Fallout 4 is like that old piece of furniture that squeaks, has dents, and probably needs repairs, yet you keep using it because it just works and feels familiar. So the question becomes simple: is Fallout 4 worth playing in 2025 on its 10th anniversary? Yes, as long as you know what you're walking into. You're getting a massive open-world RPG with strong exploration, fun combat, endless customization, and the modding ecosystem that can keep you busy for hundreds of hours. You're also getting dated visuals, uneven storytelling, and occasional jank that reminds you the game survived an entire decade. If you already loved Fallout 4, the 2025 version is the best performing console version so far. If you never played it before, the game still delivers a unique RPG shooter mix that's hard to replace. Just keep your expectations realistic and be ready for a little chaos. The Wasteland hasn't changed that much, and that might be the most Fallout thing about it.